Greetings, Space Marines! Let's review what happened in May and what's coming next. Shall we start off with what everyone is waiting for? Yeah, Siege Mode. Siege Mode teaser trailer. Revealed during the Skulls Festival of Video Games, the Siege Mode will arrive on June 26th. Yeah, I'm super excited for this, and by the way, it says waves of Tyranid and Chaos. Fight to survive as long as you can. So, interesting to see how Chaos is going to be balanced in this situation. I can imagine Siege Mode and Chaos, it's going to be very, very fun. And probably painful. But okay, let's continue. Yes, the trailer, we've done that. Let's recap what we know about it already. Action takes place on Kodaku, up to 3 players. You will get to fight waves of both Tyranids and Chaos. Difficulty will increase with each wave defeated. Your class and weapon progressions are shared between operations and Siege Mode. Very nice. Siege Mode isn't a DLC, it's a free update. Prepare to hold your ground and survive as long as you can against endless enemies, as only in death does duty end. Now, I am super excited for this. Obviously, I think everything here is good. Now, I'm definitely curious. The question came up about difficulty scaling on perks for Siege Mode. I imagine it's somewhat tied to the wave. So basically, Purity of Purpose, for example, a difficulty scaling perk for Bulwark, I can imagine will do more damage on wave 10 than wave 1. That is it. That is what I am kind of getting from. Difficulty will increase for each wave defeated. So eventually, you will jump into a wave that would be absolute scaling, in a sense. At least that's how I think. Well, let's continue. How it will work. You will earn points for each completed wave. Points are distributed among each player. If the wave grants you 600 points, then there's 3 of you, then each person will get 200 points. Okay, interesting. So you're definitely going for a high score for these rounds, initially just so everyone can get their fair share of points. Consumables, ammo. Oof, so you need points for ammo. That's interesting. Hey, Guardian Relic. I like that. Astartes reinforcements. Interesting. So are these bots, maybe? Oh, look. The Astra Militarum. Everyone wanted some guardsmen. Definitely like that. Dreadnought support. Interesting. So I guess we have to put our points into building a Dreadnought. I like this. I like this a lot. I think this is definitely a good way to do this. And I can see some options I would like to try out for sure initially. I guess when I jump into the test server, maybe we will try out some reinforcements initially, and yeah, we'll see what we decide to do. Ultimately, when the PTS comes out, I am definitely very excited to try this stuff out. Spend your points at the requisition terminals to buy equipment or reinforcements, such as Cadians and Marines. Each player can summon 1 AI Space Marine at a time. Interesting. I'm going for heavy immediately. Choose their class without restrictions. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. The strongest and most expensive being the Dreadnought, which joins the battlefield to help you for 3 minutes. Buy equipment and reinforcements to make the fight easier or less unbearable. Every 5 waves, you'll take the elevator to change sectors and therefore field of battle. Completing each sector will grant you more rewards. And most importantly, your mission is to give them no ground. All right. I am definitely ready. Oh, hey, cool image here. Yeah, that looks crazy. That is definitely something that is... Chaos Siege Mode is going to be insane. I imagine this is definitely going to be tough. But all right. Yeah, I'm definitely satisfied with what we see here. I'm very excited to actually, get an extra Space Marine. That seems very fun. I'm definitely going to enjoy that. Get Bulwark, Heavy, something like that. Maybe even a melee class. Who knows? That's what I would aim for. Patch 8.0 Siege Update, you'll be able to get the first taste of the new content via the PTS, which will be reopened on June 4th. Apart from Siege Mode, other features, free DLC, and DLC content are coming with the patch 8.0 in June. Free and DLC content, so like cosmetics. Here's a tutorial on how to access the PTS. Oh, well, you just find, base game on Steam, boom. But season pass holders can. Wait, contrary to our first PTS, base game owners can't equip the new... Oh, wow, interesting. So yeah, they're limiting cosmetics for on the PTS. I don't. All right, fine, whatever. That is not something I'm too concerned with, but it is interesting. Let's break it down together. Coming along with Siege Mode, the White Scars and Blood Angels enter the fray. White Scars Chapter Pack. Oculus Bolt Carbine gets a skin. Stalker Bolt Rifle gets a skin. Very cool. Combat Knife, new skin. Definitely like to see that. Also a host of cosmetic options and markings for their successor chapters. White Scars successor chapters, Dark Hunters, Solar Hawks, Storm Reapers, Mantis Warriors, Destroyers, Marauders, Storm Lords, Rampagers. Okay, those were leaked. Well, at least these names. Very cool. A lot of people are excited about the Mantis Warriors, and that was one I pointed out. I was like, Mantis Warriors, wild. But yeah, apparently there's a fair amount of Mantis enjoyers out there. Storm Lords sound cool. Destroyers. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the cosmetics for the White Scars, we talked about this, look amazing. Holy cow, though, that Stalker, sheesh. Okay, also, people really like this glove, so, hey, you know what? If people like it, the glove apparently is an iconic glove, so, okay. I gotta be honest, I'm very excited for this. I've been playing a lot of the Assault class recently, so, and I love how they're showing off the Power Sword with this, too. It's just like they were, you know, I think the devs also appreciate the loosened weapon restrictions as well. It's kind of funny. Blood Angels Cosmetic Pack will provide a number of new armor pieces to be equipped on any of the game's playable classes. Successor chapters are the Atlantean Spears, Blood Dragons, Flesh Eaters, Blood Scythes. A lot of people like Flesh Eaters. Lamenters. Also, Lamenters apparently have a fan base, I think. Angels Penitent, Angels Sanguine, Flesh Terrors. Oh, Flesh Terrors, maybe. Flesh Eaters, Flesh Terrors. I can get confused, but I see, yeah, that's a fair amount of people like the Flesh Terrors and Flesh Eaters. I imagine one of these eat and the other tear. Don't make fun of me. I'm just trying to figure that out. Okay, yes, the Blood Angels cosmetics. Oh, this shoulder pad looks very cool. All right, I like this. I think maybe we could have used a weapon or two. But yeah, I do like that shoulder pad. I like the red colors. I think this lighting doesn't do it justice. I think the red's a little bit more ruby. Kind of like, yeah, the rubies there. But regardless, very, very cool. I know people wanted more. I want more too. I think Blood Angels, these cosmetics look very cool. So ultimately, if we got more, it would have been just as cool, right? We can't reveal more for the moment. Sneak peek. Wait, what? We can't reveal more for the moment. What is... Oh, yeah, Absolute. Wait, hold on. You guys, what? Absolute is getting buffed. Hello? Okay, let's continue, I guess. Sneak peek. Many sneak peeks are coming with the June and July community updates. We'll talk about the update that comes after 8.0. What are we planning to do after the 1-year anniversary and more? Stay tuned. Whoa, wait. Okay, oh yeah, so this is year 2. What they plan to do for year 2 content, they are definitely going to be talking about. That's interesting. Ultimately, definitely a good community update. I like how they broke down Siege mode, but I can understand where it's like, people are still kind of interested to see what the absolute changes are going to be. But honestly, the way they are talking about, you know, what they have in store for the future of the game with the next updates, this is a huge turning point into the game. I think Siege mode hitting this point is like a milestone, and ultimately this is going to be a huge addition to the game and how people enjoy it. So I am very excited to see Siege mode. And yeah, I also take you know, I am optimistic of the future of the game and the fact that the devs are also trying to line up, you know, what we expect to hear from year 2 content. If we get any year 2 content, they're definitely going to talk about this soon. So hey, we will see. Focus Together fan art contest on Focus Together. That's cool. A word from Focus and Saber. We wanted to acknowledge the fact that quality of life bugs matter too, such as typos, clipping, and we want to fix them. But right now, the major content updates promised on our roadmap are taking up a significant portion of our time. That means some of the smaller fixes will take longer to roll out. Interesting. Our current focus is on resolving high impact issues like crashes and connectivity issues, which can significantly affect gameplay. Every patch aims to bring improvements on that front. At the top of our priority list right now is improving the connectivity issues that arose after 7.0 update. We're mainly talking about infinite joining server loops and such issues preventing players from joining sessions. We made some improvements with the 7.1 and 7.2 hotfixes, but we'll keep working on it for the 8.0 update. So, dude, hey, shout out to the devs. I have to be honest, the one thing about the connection issues that I understand people are having issues with connections. That is unfortunate. Hopefully they can get into the game soon, but if these issues arose during Siege mode, it would have been a much bigger bummer. It would have been way bad. It would have been way bad. But yeah, it would have been very deflating, and hopefully in 8.0 they get this stuff sorted out, because everyone deserves to enjoy the new Siege mode. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we continue to improve the game. Your support and feedback help guide our work. Yes, thank you, devs. Continue working on bugs. Apparently the connection issues are at the top of the priority, so they're not very concerned with spore mines or vine mines. So hey, guys, this whatever strategy you got, I gotta admit, I think plasma and meltas are in a really good spot because of the vine mines. So yeah, basically the plasma pistol for me can clear out like an entire hallway of them if you just, get a good shot on it. Radius, but yeah, okay. That's it for the month. As usual, let's keep in touch. Discord, focus together. Yes. And don't forget, focus together art thing right here, just in case you're interested in that. Contest starts May 30th, ends June 25th. And yep, again, connection issues, top priority. That's it. Anything to review here? Ooh, man, that looks good. The White Scars pack looks very good. This looks worrying, difficult, but also good. I think this is fine. I think this is fine how they did it. I'm very surprised that we actually get a start days reinforcements, even though I think this has been leaked, possibly. Guardian Relic 300, that is probably a good one to aim for. Armor packs, interesting. I'm not too sure how effective extra armor is going to be. But yeah, ultimately, this all looks very good. I kind of like the fact that we also get the Astra Militarum. Very cool. I think they nailed it. I can't wait to see how it performs and how everything goes. But okay, yes, that is the community dev message, community update, and nothing really too worrying. There's no nerfs, no balance suggestions, anything like that. So that's nice. Top of the issue connections, I think that's fine. I did, recently I've been playing a lot of Assault, so for now I think I can deal with the fact that Assault may or may not be getting any changes jumping into Siege mode. Also, yeah, didn't they mention reworking certain perks as well last time the devs checked in on us? There might have been a few things that might be in patch 8 that isn't in this community update, so keep an eye out for that. I think there's still some things that are that they need to share as far as the absolute buffs. Yeah, we didn't get any sort of message about absolute, but they said, hey, you know what, this is Siege mode, and they've been working really hard on it. So dude, I'm excited. Siege mode had to come out great, because I think this is on a lot of people's updates, when they return to games and stuff. This is definitely on people's radars to check in back on Space Marine 2 when Siege mode is out. So okay, that was a good community update. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that. I'm gonna read a couple comments here, but yeah, I still want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about the way they're doing rewards in Siege mode? We've talked a lot about the cosmetics, but I gotta say that White Scar champion skin looks very good. So it looks like all 3 players will be able to pull points to summon a Dreadnought once you reach 1,500 points. Okay, yeah, that's definitely what it is. Because to me, it looked like, for whatever reason, I thought we were buying parts of it and then, putting it together. But then at the end, it does say 1,500 for the Dreadnought. So I guess, yeah, if you have a certain amount of points, they will let you kind of just bring everyone's points together to get the Dreadnought. Definitely makes sense. Very excited for that. Potentially you might need to hold off on a round of, picking up an Astartes, Space Marine. I don't know. We will see. We will see, because I know the Dreadnought is going to be expensive. So I'm just trying to map out, like, is it worth it to get a Space Marine, or would you just be better off saving for a Dreadnought? We will see. I'm super excited for it. Also, I would like to see if they mention anything about experience, because I know I'm pretty much rolling into Siege mode with like half of my classes in a high prestige. And then, like, my Vanguard is... I have not prestiged my Vanguard. That's pretty much it, though, to be honest. I'm pretty much in the process of playing Assault right now. Yeah, heavy Prestige 4. Bulwark is up there. Oh, sheesh, I'm not too sure on PC. I know I have a Prestige 4 Bulwark on console. So, regardless, I have a Prestige 4 something. It might be very important to have a Prestige class for Siege mode, but we will see. We will see. I really hope we get experience for it, though. Would anyone who understands lore better than myself know why Angels Vermilion is missing from the successor chapters of Blood Angels? I know that Angels Vermilion are an outlier and solitary chapter, but I thought a successor chapter nonetheless. Interesting. Okay, let me know in the comments if you guys know the answer to this one. This is going to be the comment I'm going to send you guys off with. Let me know in the comments if you know the answer to this. Let me know if you have any thoughts about the community update. I know, you know, there's probably a few things to talk about with that community update that I didn't really get to, but as far as my first impression of it, I'm very excited for Siege Mode. I'm actually very happy that we can, you know, we're a 3-man team, but we also have extra Space Marines, so that's nice. Yeah, the Dreadnought does look pretty expensive. We will see. We will see. I mean, the Guardian Relic costs 300, Dreadnought's 1,500, so yeah, ultimately I'm very optimistic with how Chaos Siege Mode can be as well. I can imagine Reliquary is going to be a great spot to practice that. That is, oh, sheesh. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a Reliquary run or something. We will see. We will see. Ultimately, I have to get to leveling some classes, and, I'm jumping between console and PC, so I'm always going to have at least one class to level up. And, yeah, when I jump into Siege Mode for the test, obviously I will be on PC. But that doesn't really matter too much because we're fully leveled in the PTS anyway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to come out very soon. I know Night Rain is going to be here also. I'll figure that out. Just don't worry. I will definitely be here for Siege Mode. I am super excited with how this is going to turn out because I'm very optimistic with all of the balancing stuff we've been going through with all these updates. I'm very optimistic that a lot of stuff is going to start to feel a lot stronger considering the scope of the battle. You know, some of these perks with the difficulty scaling, like for example, Irradiating Impact for tactical, that perk is going to be insanely good in Siege Mode. I'm super excited for how this stuff is going to turn out. But yeah. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts about the community update or the upcoming Siege Mode, and thanks for watching.